can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. And this carries into the end zone. Gets past one man. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 54 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. That's not new.
From the gun, Murray. Being chased out left. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
At the 41.
Murray now on first down. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll run it. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for 2nd down.
Game situation. Let's go. 57 Mike. Mike 57. In your face.
Shotgun now from Murray. eluding the pressure right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Greg Olsen. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. On the return is Kirk. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
after 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Seahawks 7, Cardinals 0.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Murray. Now he'll escape to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Just Murray fighting, lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A 44-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past
The
it.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Carlos Dunlap on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36.
Murray going to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 64 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
His kick is
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
Seahawks 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25. Yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was taken down by Chandler Jones. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Buying time to his left. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Drake. And out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They're going for it. It's Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play? And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
48-yard line.
He's coming, double up. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Trying to improvise. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going to launch this thing way down. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, 53 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
14.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Daniels on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. Sometimes you have to be...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about. It worked very well on that play.
Kenyon Drake on the handoff.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
From the gun, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Murray eluding the pressure right. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Seahawks first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run it with Carson, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He was taken down by
a 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now it's Carson. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25.
Chris Carson.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
5-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. This is Carson, and he'll take this one down near the 15.
Chris Carson.
Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
Marcus Golden on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Carson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. To throw is Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
57, Mike 57. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 2nd and 9, Murray, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jamal Adams, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Daniels on the return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
57, Mike 57.
To throw, it's Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
For Cardinals. 1st and 10.
Here's Murray from midfield. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. They still can't get him. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. K.J. Wright, the one who shot in there to get him down.
At the 23-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Running, it's Drake. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
He was taken
now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 30-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Isaiah Simmons in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Wilson. Being chased out left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 42 yards. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
Is good.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. To throw again, Murray. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. From the shotgun, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One last shot for Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Keeps the score, Cardinals.
So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but